Okay. Hey, my name is Kevin Da Silva. This is probably not the first time that you're hearing me. Probably not. It's probably like, hopefully, the millionth time, to be honest with you. But it's probably not that either. I'm going to be very honest with you. This, this, should I bring this closer to my mouth? Let me make this a little bit more, a little bit too sensitive. Sensitive. Okay, I'm going to turn this off too. It's very sensitive. Very, very, very sensitive. Um, I'm a little bit sad with myself. And I'm not I'm not really the kind of one that likes to consider himself a crazy person, right? Because no one does. But I'm a little bit crazy. We all like to talk to ourselves, and whenever we give ourselves a platform and an objective, it seems like we bring out a little bit more of our truer selves. But I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole of philosophy and shit. At least not now. I wanted to live stream, no matter if anyone's gonna listen to this or not, for real. But as a way of me looking at myself metaphorically, right? Because I'm 22 years old, 22, born in 1997, and I'm trying my best to focus on what I want to focus on, right? Because I have that privilege. But I'm not gonna use this as fucking therapy. I'm not. I wanted to use these live streams as a way of me filming myself. Uh, while I work, so I can work more than I already do, which isn't really that much. You know, I'm gonna say what I've been doing. I'll say this, and if anyone ever listens to this, they'll be like, "Damn, that's actually a lot of things." But shit, back on November 21st of 2018, last year, I embarked on this personal journey of like, okay, I'm I was 21 years old at that time, so I'm 21, and I have like a shit ton of songs that I've never recorded, and I want to record. I've been learning how to record, so I think now's the fucking time, right? So ever since I was like 16, 17, I've been writing, so now I need to like let it all go. But it was always hard. It wasn't the first time that I thought about that. It was like the 10th time that I thought about that. But it was the first time that I actually got my act together and started. And I started well. So I started writing down all the songs that I had. Because like nowadays we have the internet, right? I mean, not the internet. We have also the internet, but we have like telephones and stuff. So we're always kind of like running away from reality onto these telephones. And sometimes I would run away from reality to write a song, and I would write it down on my telephone. I have this little group on WhatsApp, which might be a little bit offensive to some people, but it's not the best idea. But it's called autism, because it's literally me talking with my. It's the third one, me talking with myself, and it's in Portuguese too, because I speak Portuguese. But whatever. Um, and I live in Brazil too. But whatever. Miss me with that. So I would write all these songs, and I looked back to trying to like count how many songs that I have. Either completed, finished off songs, or like song ideas that I wouldn't want to let go of, that I think have a lot of cool stuff to offer. So when I did that, I discovered that I had like close to 80 things, like either full songs or like song ideas that I do not want to let go of, like really cool stuff. So like, yeah, 80 around there. Damn, I need to record this shit. So I separated them into like genres. I had like 20 rock songs and like 10 or 15 like hip hop song oriented songs. Uh, Other ones like folk, right, and groove, kind of funky kind of shit. And I had a whole bunch of different shit separated into like different genres, like more R&B, more rock, more whatever, experimental, whatever. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me separate these into projects. And then I separated them into like six, like not all of them. I had a whole bunch like left out, but like six main projects, and I chose three. Oh, oh my god, why did I have to choose three? But I did, and I'm happy I did, because it's a lesson that I learned, right? So I chose three projects, and I chose the rock one, which was I had a band at the time, so it was songs that I wrote for that band. So the alternative kind of groovy rock. The second one was this kind of like what's famous here in Brazil nowadays, which is like rap, kind of like acoustic rap, with this certain kind of um the project has lots of boom bap shit in it too. I don't give a fuck, and like a whole bunch of songs that could actually cater to like a much wider audience, right? So I had the rock project, which doesn't cater that much wide audience, which caters to a very wide audience. And then this third one that I was doing just for my own self, which was like this acoustic things with songs that are just mine, and me and myself alone. So then I embarked on that journey to try to make everything ready by February 9th. It is like April 2nd. Yeah, April 2nd. Here we are. Here we are, April 2nd. Nowhere to be found? No, that's a lie. They're actually here. The one that I left with the one, the one that I left behind was my personal one, that my acoustic, you know, that one is like lagging behind. I recorded all the instruments, but I didn't really work on them. I didn't record any vocals. I have my little vocal booth here, right, that I like to record. I'm not even gonna touch this shit because my USB ports kind of fucking over. But I have like the ones that are that I'm in the middle of is the rock one and the rap one. But the rock one, I kind of started because I was pissed with myself, and even though I was full of songs, I realize every now and again that I'm just like, okay, look, we just hit the 7 minute mark. This is a good moment for me to address that for those of you who don't know me. And let's suppose that you're gonna get to know me later on, like I'm live streaming. Let's suppose that this becomes a habit. I hope it does, because I hope to actually get better at this. I hope to actually use this as a tool to get my mind more focused on what I need to, because it's not only about other people watching this. I don't care if anyone watches this. It's more about me watching this, and not necessarily sitting down and watching this whole entire hour if it becomes an hour. I just mean me looking at myself in real time and like, what am I doing? So like, for example, what am I doing right now? I'm talking to the camera. That's not really productive unless you consider therapy productive. So in that case, I'm being super productive, but not productive in the way that I was imagining. I was imagining, I mean, I'm still gonna do it, but this is just a test, like the first time. Like, but I imagine me using this to film myself working, right? A live stream of me working. So if anyone, because it's gonna be public too. So if anyone wants to watch me work on my production, if I'm gonna have to clean this room a little bit more and stuff. But if someone wants to watch me produce, right, rap music, rock music, I'm gonna try to keep the live stream going today, and I'm gonna rehearse with one of my projects, one of my bands, because this Saturday we're gonna. What the fuck is this doing here? Holy shit! I don't even remember the last time I fucking drank this beer. It's just lying on the floor. Like, what? I was cleaning my room earlier today a little bit. I need to clean more of it, but I was cleaning it. Did this really come out from under the fucking table? What the fuck? Is this like really like a fucking Band-Aid? Whose is this? When was the last time I used a Band-Aid? I don't know. I don't know, guys. But whatever, man. What I do know, what I do know, is that I'm a mess and shit. And maybe it isn't as funny as I think it would be. Ooh, what I do know is that this is gonna be good for me. I don't give a shit about you. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you. So this is just for me. To the start of a new fucking life. I hope. And that's what I tell myself every fucking day. To the start of the new life. This is how it is. This is what's gonna be. For those of you who don't know, I'm using a church mic. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's what you call it, but it's a condenser mic, which is supposedly omnidirectional. Even though the omnidirectional in all directions, this what you're seeing right here is actually rubber. So it isn't omnidirectional in that sense, but it's like fucking wide as fuck. It's wide as fuck. I don't know if that's what omnidirectional is supposed to mean, like 180 degree. I thought it was 360, but maybe omnidirectional is 180. Uh, it isn't. It is not figure eight though. It's supposed to be like a church mic because it's supposed to get like a choir of people, like a scope. You know, it's very good for meetings. If you have like a round table meeting and you want everyone's voice to get picked up equally, then you put this in the middle of a table, right in the middle, right in the middle. I'm gonna fucking do whatever the fuck I want. Okay. So you can notice that like a doctor could totally like easily diagnose me with ADD or something, although that's never happened. Um, what I mean by that is that I'm like all over the fucking place. Right? I am not truly like a firm believer of that of the ADD. Not that I don't believe that not that I believe that it doesn't exist. I just maybe the standards of which they put ADD, like okay, so you have ADD if you have like if you pass this threshold of standards. I think that threshold is like really easy to pass. That's all. Like I do believe that there are actual people with very serious attention deficit problems. Probably like serious to the note that, like, that they can't study, but I think that there are many people who I've lived with who have better studying capabilities than I do, who have conversations about really interesting topics that they like, that they could spend hours and hours focused on without having to really look aside at all, like not more than the usual, right? So if in my opinion, I'm no fucking doctor, but in my opinion, it's just a fucking opinion. But if you're able to fucking talk about something that you like, you know, for hours without like having to divert your attention or something, to not be able to continue it, then you don't have ADD. And if you think you have ADD because you can't pay attention in class or whatever, I think that's your fucking problem. You know, you're the one that doesn't fucking. You just never got used to having to focus. And I say that as a person that says that about myself. But then again, I fought with friends of mine that were diagnosed with ADD. And I'm like, dude, but we fucking talk about the fucking universe or whatever for fucking like a whole entire fucking uh, 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 during the whole night, which is what I was trying to say. But then they get kind of offended, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna say that to anyone to their face. But it's pretty cool. No, not that. This is pretty cool. I just realized personal Cherokee. So I guess I need to see how this is gonna work. I need to see if I'm gonna be able to get like an external camera so I could film me producing, or if I just film my face. But I don't want to film my face. Like I want people to actually watch this if they want to watch this for like other purposes than just look at my fucking face. Like why? I don't think anyone wants to look at my fucking face, to be honest with you. So I wish I could fucking have like a camera right there at the corner of that, right next to Da Vinci. See Da Vinci? That's Da Vinci right there. So he tried to make a helicopter, but he wasn't really able to make a helicopter, but he tried. So yeah, I like him because of that. It's fucking awesome. Like who doesn't like Da Vinci, right? He's so crazy. Like how can one person from like so long ago, right? And there are people from even further back, like philosophers in society. We just fucking like aggrandize these certain human beings because they do deserve it. I'm not saying that they don't deserve it, but damn, like we do aggrandize them, right? Da Vinci, we aggrandize them. I wish that we would like try to transform people into Da Vinci's. What the fuck is wrong with me? What am I even talking about? Right? And the funny thing is that like if you look at it in a different way, no one's ever gonna see this except for myself, unless something else happens, right? Like unless I do get famous for some reason and people search back to this, search back to this. I don't know if I said this in the beginning, but like something like if I did, I said something along the lines of like, okay, no one's gonna watch this unless I get famous or whatever. That's it. I really want to show you the day. such a beautiful day, and I'm in here feeling bad about myself. So, yeah, let's get down to dirty. Let's get down to business. I My guitarist just said that Devin Townsend's new album is lit. That's funny. I wouldn't even like imagine anyone putting Devin Townsend and lit in the same sentence. First of all, second of all, second of all, Devin sucks. I'm just kidding. He's fucking awesome. Second of all, nothing's lit. Nothing is. The world sucks. You should hate it too. You know, there's really no reason for us to be here. Happy 420, by the way. I'm just kidding. It isn't 420. Is it 420? No, it's 510. But it just passed the 16th 20. Oh my god, I'm about to confuse every single American that's out there. Oh shit. Here in Brazil, we use the 24-hour system instead of the 12-hour system. So we don't really use officially, like formally, like, okay, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We use a 24-hour system. So we would say 17. It's funny, right? You have to get used to it. I got used to it when I came here too, but that's how it is. 17 o'clock. 18. So right now it's 17:09. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be reversed, but 17:10. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Look at me. That's me. I wonder if I should just keep my phone here so you guys can look at me twice, because one time is not enough. Kevin, you're just trying to be famous. You're trying to be famous for your music, not for memes. Okay. You know what? It's funny. I'm thinking about this. Like, shit, is anyone actually gonna watch this? And that's up to me. Like that's my duty, right? The only way that anyone's gonna listen to this is if I work my ass off and fucking do this every day and prove to myself. I think everything at the end of the day is just proving to yourself. I would love to come here and use this as therapy, but I wasn't intending to. But I think that's what I have an inclination for, just like sitting down and talking to myself. That's what I started off with, right? That is 18 minutes ago. I was like, I'm a crazy person. Or I'm not. What did I say? I'm not a crazy person. I don't consider myself a crazy person. Is that what I said? Something like that. Like, I said something like, no one considers himself a crazy person, but we are a little crazy. Is that what I said? I don't know if I got to the point. Maybe I'm 18 minutes later and I just didn't get to the point. But if there is any point, then the point is that we're all a little bit crazy. And I don't know if we all talk to ourselves, but I do talk to myself a little bit. Not in like the kind of funny TV show kind of way, like what we imagine. Of like, hey Kevin, what do you think? Oh, no. I just get lost. In the same way that I was gonna use an example. Is that a good example? I don't think it's a good example. Let me think of something else. Talk to yourself. I like to talk to myself every once in a while when I just get lost doing it. It's not like a normal habit. Like I don't do that to make decisions or anything. It's just like whenever I'm like, I don't know, taking a shit or something. Or whenever I'm watching like a YouTube video or something about some kind of interesting topic, right? Like a political topic there. That's a good example. Like like something that's up to date, something that someone else might ask me. Sometimes I will pause the video and just start thinking of like, it's almost like talking to myself. It's kind of like as someone who, okay, when I was younger, I would sometimes imagine myself like in this interview, but it would be kind of funny because there would be no one to ask the questions, Like I would be answering someone, like I would think of one question and I would answer that question like, oh, I'm like, okay. So for example, like fucking politics, or like I was saying, like healthcare, and then someone's like, oh, how about like the individual mandate or something like that? And then if I have some kind of, if I was thinking about that earlier in the day, I would like pause it. I'm like, oh, pause it before that person answers. Like, let me think of what I would answer. Like, oh, imagining I were in that same interview as the video I'm watching, right? I'll pick, oh well, the individual mandate is interesting because of this, or it's not interesting because of this, and this. That's what I mean, like talking to yourself in that way. But that's bullshit. I'm shit. But this video live stream kind of service, whatever the fuck this is, it's pretty interesting because it's fucking beautiful. It's I'm kind of tired. Aren't I tired? Like super tired. Although I didn't really do anything today. Today was a good day. A good day to relax, not a good day in terms of productivity. I didn't do anything today in terms of productivity. But that's the reason why I'm doing this. So this, now not this microphone, but this, everything that's in between my hands right here. This is what I'm trying to use to make myself focus. And I'm very out of focus. No, it's not just the camera. Not just the camera. I'm just super fucking, right? But I am able to focus on something that I really like for hours. Like whenever I have like this song that I just made, I'm like, fucking hanging the bones. Whatever the fuck that means. Press the Alt key to pause the chat. That's cool. Alt. Oh, just paused it. There are too many people talking. I'm just kidding. Whenever a song is like, whenever I'm making a song and I'm liking the song, I'm like, okay. And I can fucking pull an all-nighter. Working on just one song with this fairly linear workflow. Deficient in some kind of medical sense. Like that I need treatment or something like drugs. Like Adderall or Concerto or whatever, Ritalin or whatever. What I do know is that just like those people that I criticize for believing the illness that they're told to have, which is very funny because it might. I don't want to say that I have the same opinion for different conditions like schizophrenia or whatever. You know, like whether or not there's like evidence, whatever, that can prove or disprove that you have a condition. Like for example, let's suppose that you have a condition that you do not have physical proof. You have to have a psychiatrist to diagnose you with that. You know, I don't want to like make anyone believe that they can like not believe in the psychiatrist. Like I don't have a professional medical opinion, but it is my opinion though, at least concerning ADD, and I'm kind of afraid to go to a doctor. Yeah, I do admit that because I know that if they say that I do, because I do think that I would fit under that umbrella. If they say that I do, they might want to prescribe me medication, and I don't think I need medication. Like whenever I like something, I can go all the way. So whenever I don't like something and I don't go all the way, that's because I'm fucking privileged. You know, I guess because if it's something that I don't like that I have to go all the way, I'm gonna have to go all the way. There's nothing that I can do about it. So I do go all the way with something that I'm forced to. A whole bunch of things that I didn't like. I never studied for tests. Not that that's normal. Yeah. Not that it's normal. It's just that it's who I am. And it's oh my god. It's funny how I'm such a fucking asshole. I always want to keep on pausing and putting in like parentheses. It's not that I'm like I don't mean by who I am in the sense of like permanence, like absolutism. Everyone can change, and I think that everyone can change anything about them. Dig deep enough to discover what's under that. Because every single thing that you do, every single attitude, like me fucking opening this live stream to confront my own inner demons, is an attitude that if I wanted to dig deep with, either through fucking like whatever mainstream methods like meditation or therapy, but I can find a way to dig deep enough into myself and uncover certain things that poke me through the subconscious. You know, I can a better way of describing it, I guess. So we all can. So I don't even think that there's really anything absolute. But when I say that it's the way that I am, it's because there's a certain level of like culpability, no, admission to guilt. So like I admit that it's like choices of mine, right? I'm 22. I've been out of like high school for like 4 years now, around there. So like it's all up to me, man, whether or not I'm gonna fucking focus or something on something or not. And if I don't focus on something, if it's something important, then I'm gonna it's gonna come and go, like the wind, and no one's gonna be the wise. None of the wise. No one's gonna notice. Like I would lose an opportunity, and no one would notice. Not even myself, because I would be oblivious. So I don't mean that like defending myself, but I never did fucking homework. That was just the way that I was. The past is better than the present. I was like that. It doesn't mean that I am like that, but in between us, like I still am like that. Unfortunately, I admit that. It's something. Or is it just me coping with it, trying to have a fun time? I've been talking for 27 minutes about really nothing in particular. Damn. I just realized I've been speaking in English the whole entire time. But the name of this channel is in Portuguese. Três por quarto. E é por quarto, né? Tipo quarto fechado. Those, I mean, I'm talking to I keep on forgetting that I'm talking to myself, but whatever. I'm going to keep on talking to everyone. Pretend that I'm talking to the world. So for those who don't know, três por quarto, it literally means 3 per room, right? But it's supposed to be a play on words, because quarto, which is the word in the title, means room. But if you switch the T and the R, it becomes quatro. Quatro is also a time signature in music. So it's a play on words, because I usually play my own personal songs and my own things with. So I'm the guitarist and singer. There's a drummer and there's a bass player. So there's 3 of us, and we're like really close friends. So me with these close friends, we're 3 people in total, and we head together in my room here. Those are the same 2 people I want to rehearse with today, by the way. So we get in this room together, and we thought of this name, 3 by 4, but the 4 would actually be room, so 3 in a room. Because 3 by 4 will be tres. Not confusing. I know it's confusing, but that's it. And it's supposed to. There's a third meaning too. I don't know exactly the size of this room. I forgot. But when I looked at the room, I'm like, okay, if you guys want to make a channel about this room, we could call it 3 by 4, because the first idea was actually the size of the room, 3 meters by 4 meters. I repeat, I don't know if that's the actual size, but I think that that wall and that wall are like 3 meters. Behind it, the computer is meters. So I'd say that it's 3 by 4 meters. So we have the size, we have the how many people per room, which you're usually gonna have in here, and we have the time signature. So it's like a fucking triple entendre, baby, and that's what we're all about here. It's all about poetry. And de agora em diante vou falar em português, que eu achei engraçado, chegando no ponto de 30 minutos. Quando chegar no ponto de 1 hora, no marco de 1 hora, eu acho que vou começar a falar espanhol. Não, tô brincando. Mas esse é o motivo do nome, 3 por quarto, né? 3 por quarto, porque nós somos 3 dentro de um quarto, geralmente. 3 por quarto também é um tempo, é um compasso, né? Um tipo de compasso de música, né? Divisão de compasso, 3 por quarto. E também, 4, 3 por 4. E também o tamanho, não sei se eu já falei, o tamanho do quarto, 3 por 4 metros, das pessoas aqui dentro do quarto, e também do tempo composto da música. Enfim, que engraçado, né? Será que eu devo continuar falando português? Ou será que é o contrário? Será que eu deveria ter falado isso naquela hora? Engraçado, você reparou, eu pegando o telefone no meio de uma live. Parada estranha mesmo. Pegar o telefone significa... Eu tava vendo um vídeo esses dias, eu acho que era do Nerd Writer. Será que era do Nerd Writer? Era do Nerd Writer, eu acho que era. Sobre a utilização de telefones em filme. 2019. A gente tá... 2019, né? A gente tá... O quê? A gente tá criando a história enquanto a gente tá caminhando, né? Eu sei que eu tô confundindo as pessoas. Tô querendo desenvolver um ponto. O interessante desse vídeo, e o que me fez lembrar desse vídeo segurando o telefone, é que a gente não vê muitos filmes. Eu sei, eu tô mudando de assunto completamente. Mas a gente não vê... Olha que ruim que é esse aqui, essa colagem aqui, né? Essa colação. Colação não, colagem. Colágeno. Filme de hoje em dia. Oh my god, olha isso. Uma coisa que você pode procurar na internet para vocês verem, uma coisa interessante, é vídeos de compilação. Né? Eu acho que tem compilação também, mas enfim, tem vídeos de várias pessoas pegando roteiros de filme, porque se tivesse um telefonezinho, ou dois, né? Porque para começar, se tivesse slides com o telefone na mão, o roteiro inteiro, ai, aqui rima, o roteiro inteiro iria por água abaixo. Eu acho isso genial, o conceito, né? Que como um aparelho como esse aqui vem para mudar a sociedade, né? Eu lembro que 10 anos atrás, 2009, ou um pouco antes, 15 anos atrás, que o tempo passa, né? 15 anos atrás, a gente estava vendo, eu era pequenininho, eu tenho 22 anos, eu era muito pequenininho, eu estava vendo as pessoas com aqueles telefonezinhos de você, a invenção de uma nova tecnologia que, olha como vai mudar nosso mundo, a gente vai ser muito mais eficiente, prático, rápido, eficaz. Entendeu? Lindo, vamos ser lindos, uma sociedade maravilhosa. Só que não, a gente sabe, agora, 15 anos depois, a gente sabe que a gente não está usando telefone só pro nosso benefício, entendeu? É ao contrário, eu posso dizer até mais, eu posso dizer que existem companhias, dólares, reais, foda-se, em maneiras, tipo, que sejam pessoas com ideia de marketing, que seja programadores com algoritmos, mas maneiras de fazer você ficar mais viciado na plataforma deles. Então, isso aí eu dizendo mais, mas eu posso voltar um pouco, dar um passo para trás aqui e olhar não tão especificamente para esses exemplos. Em geral, mesmo sem as companhias investindo milhões para fazer a gente ficar viciado nas plataformas, nós, por conta própria, é como se em nossas vidas, entendeu? Eu, pessoalmente, eu não gosto de Instagram, Face, por causa do vício de ficar descendo e vendo coisa inútil. Só que eu faço a mesma coisa no YouTube, o meu vício é no YouTube. Mas todo mundo tem um pouco disso, de fuga de realidade. A gente não tem mais esse comprometimento com as coisas à nossa volta. Se a gente ficar numa situação constrangedora, a gente foge com o telefone. A gente foge pro telefone, quer dizer. Tem várias pessoas, um do lado do outro, no telefone, sendo que poderiam estar conversando. E eu sou assim também, um pouco. Eu sei que quando eu preciso, sim, às vezes eu já vi aquelas notícias naquele dia, mas não tem nada mais para fazer. Isso que passa na minha mente. Então, juntando isso, né, o nosso vício de informação inútil, que às vezes que a gente nunca nem retém aquela informação, que os vídeos do SciShow, que eu fico viciado em vendo hoje em dia, vídeos do PBS, IONS, ou até coisa de matemática, assim, recentemente por algum motivo eu ando vendo, daí eu sei que eu não vou reter aquela informação se eu não praticar ela, mas por algum não parece uma camisinha séria, mas parece um brinquedo sexual. Eu falei camisinha de bobeira mesmo. Mas tudo bem. Guarda-sol quebrado, tudo bem. Foda. Mas voltando ao que eu tava falando de telefones e tal, tentar juntar tudo, entendeu? O que eu falei? Eu falei, né, interessante como tem vários filmes onde o roteiro inteiro pode ser quebrado. Também falei como é interessante que a gente não vê muito disso em filme. Pessoas usando, parece que amadas a escrever histórias que não usam telefones. Então hoje em dia você vai ver. Se for ver esse vídeo do Nerdwire, você vai ver que tem pouca utilização de telefones nos maiores blockbusters de 2018. Até os da Marvel, que são os mais pop, que era para ser o mais juvenil no sentido, né? Mesmo assim, não tem tanto telefone. Quando tem, é uma parada boba. Eu tenho um exemplo naquele vídeo de uma menina, que eu acho que é da Bryce Howard, a filha da Ron Howard, a atriz. Um filme, tá falando de filme. Eu não lembro qual era o filme, mas era um filme onde ela tá lendo as notícias. É um bagulho que eu sinto essa conexão. Mas interessante como não tem muito filme ainda com um roteiro baseado em volta de um telefone. Tem muitos exemplos de coisas de cenas. Eu lembro de cenas que só poderiam ter acontecido com o telefone. Entendeu? Isso me dá arrepio até, de pensar em coisas novas. Entendeu? Pessoas da minha geração criando conteúdo. O Donald Glover, que também é conhecido como Charles, a série Atlanta, por favor, veja. Nossa, que série absurda. Que série incrível. É muito. A cinematografia da série é inacreditável. Você pode não estar entendendo nada. Entendeu? Você pode ser um amigo de alguém que vê a série, entrar no quarto da pessoa, tá passando a série e fica maravilhado. Eles estão dentro do, sei lá, da sala deles, meio sujo, assim, tipo, normal, assim, que nem minha. Só que imagina se, tipo, filmar o meu quarto bagunçado, aquele móvel despedaçado. Não sei como explicar, não tem como verbalizar, porque não é verbo. Imagina, tipo, você poder ver esse quarto, mas falar, nossa, que lindo. E não é lindo o quarto, é lindo o quadro. Né? O quadro que é lindo. E é tanto assim, mas aí tem uma cena que eu tava vendo, que eu tinha acabado de ver aquele episódio, sei lá, por isso que eu lembrava tão assim. Tem outros exemplos, mas eu não vou lembrar agora. Mais ou menos que eu acho que é Darius, o nome dele, ele liga e só acontece certas coisas que acontecem no episódio porque ele liga pros amigos e fala pros amigos, e os amigos dão conselho pra ele. E antigamente não teria como isso ter acontecido, entendeu? Teriam que escrever outra história, entendeu? Se aquele personagem vai pra uma casa de alguém abandonado, ninguém vai ter conhecimento sobre o que aconteceu com ele. Ele pode morrer que ninguém vai ficar sabendo. Então quando tá sem bateria, quando tá uma situação onde o telefone tá inacessível, tipo, sem sinal, não significa que não tem como acontecer hoje em dia. Mas você joga aquele personagem numa situação que poderia ter acontecido há 20 anos atrás. O que eu quero dizer com isso é que quando você perde o telefone, você perde um dos bagulhos mais importantes pra gente, pelo bem ou pelo mal. Entendeu? Então tá falando agora que eu tava no telefone aqui, né? Eu parei e pensei assim, cara, que interessante. Daí eu lembrei do vídeo. Tô no telefone aqui. Tipo, já tinha imaginado, quando eu vi aquele vídeo, eu falei assim, caralho, imagina escrever um filme, onde, tipo, e não que seja chato, uma coisa bem pensada, entendeu? Por isso que tem que ter uma pessoa inteligente fazendo isso. Mas onde talvez o personagem principal, tipo, isso faz parte da história, né? Tá sempre no telefone, sempre vendo no telefone, e talvez ele, não sei, alguma coisa ruim, talvez ruim, a pessoa perde oportunidades, ou as outras pessoas em volta ficam assim, meio assim, tipo. Né? Tem muito filme interessante que fala sobre a interação de pessoas com mídia social, entendeu? Eu não vi muitos, mas tem, sim. Eu lembro que tem um filme agora, eu não lembro qual, sobre uma menina, adolescente, tipo, não considerada bonita nos estándares da sociedade. Eu não lembro o nome do filme, eu queria muito ver esse filme. Que ela fica viciada em Instagram e é um filme sobre isso, sobre uma menina no século XXI. Contexto propósito do que vê na internet e como justamente a internet provoca isso mais ainda do que há 30 anos atrás, quando já tinha uma coisa na TV, nos filmes, na mídia em geral daquela época. Com certeza as meninas daquela época já estavam se sentindo insuficientes porque as meninas de Hollywood são muito lindas. Não tem nem como fugir disso. Aposto que nos últimos 100 anos deve ter bastante disso, só que na idade da internet, com likes e curtidas e a possibilidade de você se falsificar, possibilidade se fosse futebol. Mesmo que eu não sou uma pessoa muito adepta à internet, no sentido de estar tá sempre lá publicando no Face, no Instagram, eu não sou muito assim, de ficar renovando minha foto de perfil, nada, entendeu? Toda vez que eu escolhi foto de perfil, eu quis escolher uma interessante, né? Bonitinha, algumas pessoas vão utilizar esse aditivo. Engraçado, depende de cada pessoa, mas cada pessoa está procurando uma emoção, um adjetivo da pessoa que está vendo. Entendeu? Tinha uma época que eu queria invocar risada. Entendeu? Eu acho que meu último. Não, não é minha última foto, não. Minha última foto do Face é de 2017, eu cantando, mas a outra antes era eu fazendo assim, que era pra invocar a risada, quando eu tinha 20 anos. Não, 18 por aí, sei lá por aí. Entendeu? Então é pra invocar um certo coisa. E eu acho que estão escrevendo neste mundo, no mundo onde só escrever uma história que só poderia existir nos dias de hoje. Só poderia existir no sentido mesmo de que, no sentido ao contrário daquilo que eu estava dizendo agora há pouco. Contrário de, tipo, uma história que só poderia existir há 20 anos atrás, porque com o telefone o roteiro inteiro vai água abaixo. Entendeu? Histórias que só poderiam existir no século XXI. Então, uma rapaziada pra colar, fala assim, ai rapaziada, colhem, quero que eles cheguem logo. Chega junto, Eric. Chega junto, Carlinhos. Chega junto. E aí, rapaziada, como estamos? É isso. Não sei se eu encerro esse live stream. Eu queria que chegasse uma hora, mas não sei se eu... Quer dizer, posso ficar falando por séculos, tá ligado? Vou ligar essa luz aqui que tá ficando um pouco mais escura. Não, deixa desligada por enquanto. Foda-se vocês. Tamo nessa aqui pra tentar limpar o meu quarto um pouquinho. Fazer isso depois de desligar, eu tô tentando... Eu quero... Meu propósito com isso é me acostumar com ele ligado. Entendeu? Mas eu... Parece que eu não tô conseguindo... Agora que eu entendi isso. Acabei de ver agora, canalizei aqui. Parece que eu não tô conseguindo... ao stream, a live, e dando muita atenção. Eu tô dando muita atenção agora, porque eu tô até falando, né? Eu tô até falando diretamente, o que eu quero dizer, né? Diretamente. Eu quero continuar falando diretamente, mas no meu dia a dia eu gostaria de estar trabalhando. Que é isso, mano? Que é isso, meu mano? Cara, eu não sei, isso aqui vai acabar sendo ilegal, assim, falar, mas eu sempre encontro pontinhos. Acabei de encontrar um chamado, eu encontrei umas 2 pontas, assim, tipo, que tem conteúdo dentro, tem tabaco. Que tem tabaco. Aqui, ó, acabei de achar mais um tabaco. Metade de um cigarro inteiro, mano. E tá aqui, tipo, eu nem lembro de qual a marca do tabaco. Não, nem lembro qual marca do tabaco. Tem mais 2 aqui, mas esse aqui dá dor de cabeça. Não gostei desse aqui, não. Não sei nem porque eu não joguei fora. Não sei. Às vezes a gente é foda, né? A gente compra um grau mais caro que é foda. Daí às vezes a gente passa perrengue e não consegue comprar o tabaco mais caro. Não tô brincando. O mais caro é engraçado dizer, né? Porque o mais caro de verdade é caro. Mas enfim. Engraçado, acabei de encontrar. Enfim. Estamos aqui tentando ser felizes enquanto possamos, porque a realidade é muito mais engraçada. Eu vou tentar tocar uma música. Pronto. Eu espero que um dia as pessoas encontrem isso pra rir de mim, porque quando eu ouvir as risadas, eu vou saber que consegui alguma coisa. Com o tempo, com esse tempo. Mas sei lá, mano, eu sou muito filosófico. Eu sei que independente disso que eu falo, alguma parte de mim sabe que eu já tô conseguindo tudo que eu quero com isso. Né? O que eu quero é me estudo de 2 coisas. Me incentivar a trabalhar mais, que não foi o que eu consegui fazer aqui hoje. Deixar isso claro que isso eu não consegui fazer. Mas eu acho que também faz bem eu ter uma terapia, autoterapia. Entendeu? Por isso que não importa ter as pessoas vendo isso ou não. Realmente não importa. Here ya go! Deixa assim. Down no. Baixar um input aqui. Ai. Veio. Eu vou inventar a letra assim. Bate up the lyrics a little bit. How did it start? Lonely water among the ocean floor. Can we recover love for each other? beautiful too, man. But I don't remember them. Can we recover love for me? Ay, Miguel. And I'm the Guys, am I under the disguise of wanting something? Like, for example, like, how about this? Like, something that it's relatively recent, new, and hopefully, if anyone actually does listen to this, does listen to, or whatever, be like, is Kevin high? Like, no, I don't smoke. But I'm not high though. Wait, you just said you don't smoke. Yeah, and I'm not high. And I said, but what? What about but? What about what? You? Me? Not me. You know me. Or do you? Not yet. Fuck that. Whatever. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. This is real. Oh my god, it kind of sounds like Leanne Lab. Oh my god, it is unstoppable. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional. And I don't even think these are the same exact chords, but they sound so fucking well. Under Unstoppable, I'm afraid to do the same exact chords. How does it go? This gravitational. It's reaching space. I don't remember that. Gravitational. You are unstoppable. You are unstoppable. I grab your arms around my waist, kisses on your neck, leave it all up into space. You're the girl with my stay always. I wrap your arms around my waist, the kisses on your neck, lead it all up into space. You're the girl with whom I'd stay always. You, what goes on in your mind? Well, I need you to whether you want me to. And I'll be true to you and lead you right by my side. Well, they're just natural feelings, and I know that you're down. I'll wrap your arms around my waist, the kisses on your neck, lead it all up into space. You're the well with whom I'd stay. Oh yes, always. I wrap your arms around my waist, the kisses on your neck, lead it all up into space. You're the girl with whom I'd stay. Always. Oh yeah, come on. Lira, 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 I wrap your arms around my waist, the kisses on your neck, lead it all up into space. You're the girl with whom I'd stay. Oh, hey. I wrap your arms around my waist, the kisses on your neck, lead it all up into space. You're the girl with whom I'd stay. Always. Oh yeah. And I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't even know what you try to do. I don't even know you're so real. I don't know it's gravitational. No, if you take the bow, you're mine. Well, I need you to. If you want me to, I'll be true to you. No, that chord doesn't even work. I'll be true to you. Fucking raise that ninth. What goes on in your mind? If you want me to, all the things you do, well, they're just natural feelings, and I know that you're down. I wrap your arms around my waist, lead it all up into space. I'd stay always. Wrap your arms around my waist, kisses on your neck, lead it all up into space. Yeah, well, with whom I'd stay always. That's it, sweet chicks. Look, it's 58. I'm gonna. Oh, look, see, it's getting rainier. Turn on the lights. You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're the sunshine and the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me and give it all? And I just wanna see how beautiful you are. And I know that you see it. I know you're a star. Where you go alone, how far. Look at my rainbow. That's my rainbow, guys. I also have a tree somewhere. It's in the living room. I want to glue my tree upside down there to maybe fucking find a unicorn and leave it up on there. Or just get the Da Vinci and leave Da Vinci in the middle of my room, but I don't know. It's Da Vinci, right? He wants his own personal space. But, it's too close to the mic. But, I wrap your arms around my. Thank you so much. I'm talking to myself here. Thank you so much, YouTube, actually, as a platform to let me do this and make myself feel more important. Yeah, shit, I need it just to understand, like, what am I trying to accomplish? But I don't think I need to think too much because this is going to be good. It's going to make me work more if I dedicate. Like, I just realized that this is not going to make me work more. Hopefully this is not the last live stream that I do, but this is not going to make me work harder, though. I realize that. Like it's not gonna like I'm looking for things to make me do this, but I have to do it by myself. I was gonna end the live stream right now, but I'm not going to. I need to hash that out first. This is probably not gonna make me work harder because I'm looking for things to make me work harder. Make me work harder. I'm looking for things to make me look harder. Let me think about that long and hard. I'm not looking. When not looking for things to make my life easier. Make the word is make. I don't know. It's weird. It looks like I'm looking for some kind of miracle drug, some kind of snake oil. Like this is gonna make you a better person. I guess just point blank. Or this is gonna make you uh, just be different than who you already are, right? But I don't know. I mean, like it's I don't know. I don't know how much that I believe in myself because it's really easy. What's the secret to wanting something? And I mean wanting in the most pure form of the word. Essential. Like what's essential to the word want? Wanting, like fucking desire, some kind of feeling, some kind of feeling. Whoops, some kind of feeling. Whoops, on money. If in consequence of that, you're running low on food to feed your family, think of like the worst case scenario. Like you have to fucking walk like 10 miles to get water. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like any scenario, even the worst ones. But they also include the best ones. Like if you have a small problem too, it's the same thing. But if you want something, it's because you feel it somewhere on the inside, and you're gonna do it. So even if you need something, like I was saying about water, that need turns into a want automatically. Like it's not that you don't to get the water 10 miles away. You have to, but there's something that happens in our brain that transforms the have to into a want. And I'm not saying that to bring it down a peg. I'm bringing the word want up a peg. I'm like, okay, wanting, right? So if I have like a whole bunch of music that I want to make, why aren't I making it? Why do I think I need something like it's kind of cool to make me work harder? It just seems like I don't want it. And I have all these reasons. Like I still do live with my parents. This is my parents' house. It's just my room, you know. I just take care of my room, and that's not even mine. That's like my girlfriend's that she asked to leave here for a week because she has to. If that's just another story, just explaining because people might be like, "What the fuck is that even?" Anyways, but yeah. Um, when you need something, like for example, I, I don't need to get out of my parents' house right now. I want to, just how much they want to. Not that much, or else I would have left already. That's one example. Another example, I guess, like how much do I want to be famous with music? Am I working as hard as I should? Do I think that I need it? Now, I was saying that wanting, needing becomes wanting. If you need something, you automatically want to do that thing. Like, no, no, I'll go there and get the water. I'm not gonna leave that for later. I'm gonna do that right now. I want to. Like, no, no, I want to release these 18 songs. Yeah, I need to, but do I feel like doing it right now? Like, it's a really weird conundrum because it isn't. The answer is like no. So it looks like I'm forcing myself to do something because I have nothing else to do. So yeah, necessities turn into desires, right? You need to make money, so you want to make money any way that you can. But is it the other way around? Can you turn a desire into a necessity? It's weird, man. Because I really wish that I could just be an artist and have someone else produce. You don't like music, go find out what you want to do. But I love music. That's the only thing that I do every single day. Like I'm singing every single moment of my day. I'm like humming. I'm thinking about music. I'm whistling. Whatever, whatever it is. It's music. I can hear music in a very, uh, I guess you could say, professional way because I'm always production videos and stuff like that. But there's an incongruency. I love music. I feel the necessity of having to work with music in any shape, way, or form. Sorry, 6 o'clock. Fuck, man. Oh my god, man. Where the fuck is this cat? Well, I already feel the like that this is where I'm. I don't see anything else. If I'm to do events with, setting up stages, if I'm able to fucking set up studios, if I'm able to be like someone's engineer inside of the studio, if I could fucking be a music producer, if I could, I don't even be an executive producer. I don't know. If I could help people with like musical legislation, if I could fucking like repair sound equipment, although I'm not the best with that. I don't know. Oh, internet's getting choppy. If I could do whatever the fuck I want to do in the music career, in the music business, I mean, have any career that I want in the music business, I can because I love music. I want to be around music. But the only thing that I didn't say amongst all those other career options inside of music is being an artist. Where is this kid, man? He has to fucking get here, man. He has to get here already. But yeah, it's a live pain right there. An hour talking to myself, right down to the nitty gritty of it towards the end. When did I start speaking English? Oh, it's after the guitar. I started speaking English after the guitar. Estaba diciendo que yo quería hablar español. Ay, Dios mío, mi español no es tan bueno. Estoy solamente, I'm just fucking playing. Porque yo nunca tengo la oportunidad de hablar español con una persona. Entonces, toda vez que estoy hablando español, estoy hablando con un acento porque estoy escuchando a un artista. Por ejemplo, Calle 13 de Puerto Rico o Celia Cruz. Mis mejores amigos, mi mejor amigo cuando era chiquitito era un argentino. Pero yo tenía amigos bolivianos, argentinos, venezolanos, mexicanos, sí, cubanos, puertorriqueños, costarriqueños, hondureños, guatemaltecos, uruguayos. Con la parrilla, Dios mío, pero yo no la entiendo, carajo. Reputísimo. Para hablar y estar, porque es toda la experimentación. Por supuesto que yo puedo escuchar a una persona hablando español un poco más despacio que el normal. Yo puedo entender todo, 100%, porque hasta el italiano yo no entiendo tan bien. Mucho menos una persona hablando en la velocidad normal. Pero leyendo italiano, yo puedo entender mucho, una buena porcentaje, porque italiano es similar a palabras en portugués. Y si no es similar a una palabra en portugués, es porque es similar a una palabra en español. Entonces, con una sabiduría, con experiencia hablando portugués y español, tú puedes construir no un vocabulario, pero una facilidad mayor de entender otros idiomas, otras lenguas de origen latino. Yo consigo entender, creo que igualmente los dos, leyendo, que es muy poco, muy poco. Son las palabras importantes de una frase, de una sentencia, ¿sí? Pero mismo siendo poco, me gusta mucho la ciencia de la lengua, porque para mí una lengua es un organismo vivo y está siempre modificando. Por eso me gusta tanto etimología lingüística. Para mí son mis herramientas, porque yo también soy poeta. ¿Entiendes? Entonces, para mí es una cosa muy importante. Y yo voy a ser sincero, nunca había pensado de la manera al respecto de las palabras. Eh, Carajo, gran puta. Pero interesante, la primera vez que estoy pensando una cosa de esta forma, pero me gusta mucho la etimología y las palabras y como las muchas cosas, lingüística en general, pero yo no soy yo no me gusta tanto esa gramática, pero yo tengo un poco de interés. Y al mismo tiempo yo soy un poeta, me gusta brincar, la palabra brincar, me gusta a manosear, manipular las palabras para forzar significados o para encontrar eh, otras maneras, nuevas maneras de usar, utilizar las palabras, encontrar contextos interesantes, eh, eh, así como una metáfora, una poesía es metáfora, así como en portugués nosotros decimos, no, no sé si es igual en español, pero poesía y prosa. Me gusta escribir prosa, ¿no? Un texto normal, intentando encontrar rimas con las palabras, como una cosa que me agrada, me gusta. Al mismo tiempo me gusta escribir poesía sin quebrar en versos, que es solamente quebrar los versos, un verso para otro, en el punto de ser gramaticalmente. Me gusta brincar mucho, me gusta jugar mucho. Ay, pero el español es una cosa que me agrada mucho, me gusta mucho de hablar en español. Yo quiero hablar más en español con las personas. Siempre cuando viene una persona, un amigo de Argentina, que, que viene de un país que habla español, me gusta me quedar sentado conversando con la persona mucho tiempo para poder practicar. ¿Sí? Recién, en los últimos tiempos estaba escuchando mucho Calle 13, Residente Calle 13, y su último proyecto, álbum, solo, eh, perdóname, Calle, yo escucho a Calle 13 desde chiquito. Hola, mi nombre es John Alejandro y soy esquizofrénico. No soy mucho, ¿qué? No soy mucho atractivo, mucho menos fotogénico. Y mi mejor amigo es un payaso, me aconseja. Músicas, músicas muy divertidas de mi infancia. Pero hoy en día, hacía mucho tiempo que no escuchaba Calle 13, muchos años. Pero hoy en día, con 22, no conocía sus músicas, su trabajo solo. Y estoy enamorado de su último disco. ¿Cuál es el nombre del último disco? Hijos del Cañaveral, no. ¿Cuál es el disco? Residente. Hijos del Cañaveral. Solo sé que esta música. Ish, María. Nunca se nos cae la pava. Pava, baba. Rica, belleza, qué belleza. Qué cosa buena. Entonces estoy aquí intentando encontrar a mis amigos, pero yo no sé por qué ellos no están respondiendo. Cosa triste. Yo me quedo entristecido porque yo tengo un amigo, un toca bajo. Este bajo, es así que se dice. Es así que dice. Es así que dice. No, mentira que eu falei isso. É assim que se dice. Es así que se dice. Pero este instrumento de cuatro cuerdas no es mío. Yo también tengo un bajo, un contrabajo. Yo tengo un contrabajo, pero al mismo tiempo yo no soy un contrabajo. Estoy ejerciendo esta función de live streamer al mismo tiempo, porque por algún motivo yo creo que esto puede me ayudar. Yo creo que esto puede me impulsionar a querer hablar más y decir para mí mismo lo que yo pude hacer en el día, en este día. Entonces, hoy, por ejemplo, el primer día que estoy intentando una cosa así, momento de hoy para trabajar más en música, porque estoy atrasado con muchas cosas. Estoy lleno de planillas, de organización que yo no estoy consiguiendo, eh, eh, no estoy consiguiendo me mantener en el ritmo que yo, que, eh, pues yo me considero un muchacho que falta mucha disciplina y yo tengo la necesidad de construir esta disciplina. Y cualquier persona trilingüe, qué mierda, cualquier persona trilingüe que quiera oír escuchar este podcast no, porque está casi un podcast, esta mierda, casi un podcast, pero cualquier persona que quiera escuchar este live stream podrá tener, si yo lo puedo decir así, si yo puedo llamarlo así, la mentalidad, la cabeza de Kevin es una cosa muy difícil para el propio Kevin intentar desmantelar, intentar conocer. Yo tengo una dificultad en departamentalizar mis emociones, las cosas. Yo tengo una dificultad. Es detrimental a mí, la manera que yo desvirtúo, la manera que yo vivo, para ser sincero, para ser directo. No es tan directo, para ser metafórico, para ser poético, la manera que yo vivo. Porque si yo quería ser más directo, yo hablaría, yo diría, mi español está muy flaco, carajo, muy pobrecito, mi español. Ah, ¿qué carajo? Eh, yo sé que mi español necesita de práctica. Yo soy una persona que necesita de ayuda, tanto con español cuanto con mis sueños, porque yo sueño mucho y yo quiero alcanzar mis sueños. Un día yo tengo certeza que ustedes van a escuchar mi voz. Yo tengo certeza, porque dentro de mí, antes de más nada, quiero decir que me importa mucho, porque yo que yo voy a decir no va a importar para aquellos que no creen en las mismas cosas que yo creo. Y yo creo que tú necesitas escuchar sus propias emociones, mirar para sí mismo, para saber lo que tú quieres hacer y intentar al todo no mentir para sí mismo. Y si yo estoy intentando ser sincero conmigo mismo, yo sé que yo tengo un talento, yo sé que necesito trabajar en mi talento para poder personas me digan que yo tengo, pero también concordo, también no puedes decir al contrario. Me gusta mucho decir una cosa así. No creo que sea arrogante, yo creo que es simplemente una manera de tú reconocer, es un reconocimiento de del propio valor que tú tienes. Entonces, yo sé que yo tengo un valor y yo sé que muchas personas profesionales siempre dicen a mí, por favor, muchacho, va a trabajar en sus sueños, porque tú tienes un sueño. Yo estoy aquí del otro lado te diciendo que tú tienes un talento. Y si tú tienes el talento y al mismo tiempo un sueño, es solamente trabajar que esta cosa va a se concretizar. Es solamente una cuestión de tiempo si y solamente si usted tienes controlado la cuestión de disciplina. Porque es los dos, es disciplina y tiempo. ¿Sí? Pero es solamente una cuestión de tiempo cuando tú tienes disciplina. Escuchar y te llamar. Ya, ya tenía oportunidades así pequeñas. A veces puede dar una cosa, a veces no dar otra una cosa, yo puedo me quedar triste, feliz, pero es siempre como una reacción, ¿sí? Entonces hay una diferencia clara entre ser una víctima de circunstancia y ser yo soy un víctima de circunstancia, porque no estoy actuando de una manera que yo puedo me orgullar, me sentir orgulloso. No estoy orgulloso de mí mismo. Estoy muy entristecido. Ese live stream que está sirviendo especialmente para tener certeza de esto. Creo que no voy a llorar, porque yo voy a ser sincero nuevamente, ya lloré mucho por cosas de eso, porque es una confusión. Parece que es tan simple cuanto trabajar, pero amigo, cuánto tenía que se preocupar en la composición, mismo que muchos ya estaban compuestos. Composición, organización de otras personas para la grabación de todos los instrumentos diferentes de microfonación y técnica. Después eh, utilizando computadores, otros micrófonos, porque yo no tengo todo. Yo tengo simplemente la cabeza para tentar al máximo la organización. Pero composición, grabación, la organización de todo el material en un solo PC, eh, ¿qué más? La mixaje, ¿cómo se dice mixaje en español? Creo que mixaje. La mixaje, todo el proceso de mixaje de música, porque son 18, creo, son que a veces yo corto, pongo otro, no sé. En el do Capitão Rob son 5 músicas. En el, ¿cuál es el nombre? En el do Rap, Hip Hop, son 8 músicas. Entonces 5 más 8, 13. 13 músicas, canciones. Más 4 míos, porque corté 17. 17 músicas. Eran 6. Entonces eran 19, pero ahora son 17. Y el acústico, estos 4 del acústico, dejé para atrás. Solamente grabé ni, ni voz. No hice la grabación de la voz, no hice. Todavía no hice. No hizo. No hizo la grabación de la voz. Pues, del acústico, es una cosa querida. Yo puedo tocar una. Muy triste. Déjame poner aquí de frente. ¡Oh! Yo sé que son así. Está cantando en español. Eu sei que sou assim. Desculpa, tô trocando. Sigo pela luz, de frente pro mar. Tento entender o que me leva a você. Quero dedicar amor. Ah, meu amor. Oh, oh, oh. Yo sé que solo así podrás me entender. Entonces aquí estoy hablando con usted. Cantar es más fácil que escribir, no hay manera. Yo soy brasileño, soy del mundo, vivo con dolor, cosecho frutos, vivo en Brasil, por la arena y en el mar. Usted quiere salir, fucking shit, pero me encanta este lugar. En fin, no estoy queriendo cantar esta música ahora. Creo que cada uno tiene otras que pueden ser más de esta hora. I don't even know my name. All these people look the same. I just gotta get out of here. out of this. Take me somewhere else. Oh, I just gotta get out of here and take me somewhere else. Else. Yes. Yes. Ahora yo quiero terminar este live stream con 1 hora y media. Para todo lo que no saben, porque poca gente sabe. Antes más nada, yo sé que pocas personas van a ver eso, pero de cualquier manera, yo tengo una cosa de siempre mandar un audio con 1 minuto exacto, con un tiempo exacto. Si está llegando a perder 30 segundos, yo voy a esperar los 30 segundos, etcétera, cosas así. Entonces, la misma cosa, yo voy a esperar llegar más perto de 1 minuto y medio, 1 hora y media, carajo, 1 minuto y medio, 1 hora y media para poder encerrar el live stream, dejar algo más bonito. Es un número más grabado, más cierto. No hay ningún motivo, ninguna explicación. Pero una manera que también yo hago para poder finalizar una cosa. Ya estoy pensando que es el final. Muchas gracias para cualquier persona que va a... Estoy empezando una manera, ¿qué? Una manera de intentar me ayudar a pensar. Como tú puedes ver, no estoy tan feliz, porque creo que no pude hacer lo que quería, pero al mismo tiempo, tal vez esto es exactamente lo que yo quería hacer. Perdóname porque no estaba mirando directamente para la cámara, pero chao.